Hollywood exodus is officially here. California losing so many of their industry jobs, entertainment leaving Tinseltown. But do not frown, for folks, Gavin Newsom says he wants to come to a town near you. The governor of California deciding he'll go on Jimmy Kimmel and brag about just how great things are for the Golden State. And it's never too late for another presidential run. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the rising sun of the Pro Channel, where we continue to uncover the truth in a way that the Hollyweirds fear each and every day. As we dive in, click the like button and we'll explain why Gavin Newsom thinks even after driving the entertainment capital of the world, LA, into the ground, he's just the man to pound the White House and win the presidency next election cycle. The Hollywood exodus is here. Productions leaving California left and right. But there's one guy who thinks he should still be POTUS even after overseeing the burning down of LA, the size of it going down in flames, equal to the size of the city of Paris. Out of the Hollywood Reporter, Eric Hayden says, Los Angeles' hold on Hollywood is slipping. Where's the work? Film and TV production data over the past 3 years shows a sharp decline in projects filming in the city, even as officials recognize the urgency to keep the entertainment industry. Now, this came out in January, folks. I'm here to tell you it's getting worse. I'll give you a paragraph or two, and then I want to show you the clip from the guy who oversaw this and now says he needs a promotion. There's not enough work, and especially not enough work to afford to live in LA. More often than not, it seems, that's what people hear when the topic turns to Hollywood's film and TV production and the industry's home base for the past couple of years. Superhero movies have fled to London. They had already fled to Georgia, but, can't do that. 3 major studios, Netflix, Paramount, and Lionsgate, have inked expansive deals to build or lease new production bases in New Jersey. States like Georgia, Louisiana, and New Mexico are fighting for their share of projects with generous tax incentives, while Illinois is becoming a player in its own right. And that's not to mention California's longtime rival, New York, which has commanded a large share of the entertainment industry for decades and looks to grow its presence too. It's not gonna, because they went full-blown socialism. But ladies and gentlemen, what if I told you that the guy who has overseen the destruction of Hollywood, well, he wants a promotion, and he went on the Jimmy Kimmel show, and here's what Gavin Newsom had to say about why you should put him soon in the White House and bring California, a.k.a. Hollywood's woes, to a state near you.
Sometimes I hear people talking about California, and I wonder, where are they getting this? Where are they getting this?
Well, Fox.
Where are they hearing this, folks? What is... Gavin, please tell us. I mean, I know that an area the size of Paris burned down because you guys couldn't find water. But go ahead, tell us who are these scurrilous vagabonds leading these false rumors about you?
Derangement. I mean, it's 24/7, the California derangement syndrome. It's through these propaganda networks, focusing on what's wrong every single day. And there's an old adage, you're nothing more than your consistent thoughts. Whatever you focus on, you find more of. And these networks have really honed in on California for one reason. Our success runs completely contra to their entire world view.
Oh my. MoneyWise has this: California exodus spikes as more residents flee. Dead last in the U-Haul ranking for 6th straight year. Newsom's big problem. Again from this year. For the 6th consecutive year, California had the largest out-migration of any state in the country, according to the annual U-Haul Growth Index. Yet despite this exodus, the state's population is actually growing. In the year ending in July 1st, 2025, the Golden State's total population grew by 19,200. The 3rd consecutive year of positive growth, according to the California Department of Finance. Now, how could that be? Folks, how could they have more people leaving and yet they're growing? Despite the common myth of a continually declining population, California has only saw a short period of population loss in its 174-year history. This apparent contradiction, heavy outmigration, along with modest population growth, captured the complexity of California's demographic picture. How is it happening? Oh, wait, I see. However, much of this domestic migration, a.k.a. Americans are fleeing the state of California, a.k.a. the Hollywood industry has been cut in half in California. We just did a video the other day that showed that new media, a.k.a. YouTubers, now there are twice as many jobs in California doing that as doing the film industry. It says much of the domestic migration has been offset by foreign arrivals. Oh, culture. Do you know what that is?
Well, yeah, those are H-1B visas if you're coming in legally. But if you're,
I don't think it's all H-1B visas.
No, I agree with you. But 19,000 people they're admitting got there illegally. So let's just say these are people who are most likely to find the exit door, courtesy of the federal government, once we get back to doing the business of the country. And look, I commend him for his graphic illustration of what TDS is in that previous video clip. So thank you for that. We'll work from there in the future.
Well, I got to congratulate Newsom on his tenacity. I mean, when you think about the limits to narcissism, Lauren, you would think that if you were the governor who watched over a city the size of Paris burn down inside of LA, right? The Palisades and everything else, because there's no water. You would think, Lauren, that would bother you and you couldn't sleep at night and you'd say, billions of dollars were kind of lost on this one. And I don't think I should run for election at the highest level because that's going to come out and you're going to have commercials of people who hate my guts after my house or after their houses are gone. They don't care, culture. Newsom's out there running.
You can't have a Splash Mountain with no water.
No water. Lauren, help me understand. How do these people function? How do they live their lives? They feel no temerity. They have no sense of guilt, even to levels that are hard to fathom.
I have just one thing to say. No. Take me off.
Escape from LA. New city. New rules. One man. Well, it's a John Carpenter film. It's going to be good. It's going to be good.
I'm looking forward to this.
Coming to the entire country.
Why can't Hollywood make this, Lauren?
They did. It was real life.
Oh.
Unfortunately. Yeah. They didn't even get the benefit of a badly blue-screened surfing scene with Peter Fonda.
It's really sad. Let's go back to the interview with Jimmy Kimmel one more time, because what this is, folks, this is literally, Lauren will have to unshare yours. Let me get that done. Sorry. Okay. Folks, what this is, they're prepping, right? The midterms are coming, and by the time we hit the midterms, all the Democrat primary people who want to be president, they got to get going. They got to set the narrative. And this guy, despite, the fact that Hollywood has collapsed, and despite the fact that people are fleeing the state, and despite the fact that they burned down all that they burned down, it doesn't matter. It's not stymied his political aspirations one bit. And if he gets in charge, he's going to bring what he did. He destroyed the entertainment industry. It's gone. It is gone. But he wants to be in charge of everybody. Here's more from Gavin Newsom on Jimmy Kimmel, of course.
The fact that California is the fourth largest economy in the world, has more scientists, engineers, more Nobel laureates, the finest system of higher education, more venture capital than any other state in America.
We got the TMZ tour.
We got TMZ tours.
Not that we don't have problems. So we do have problems.
We have problems.
This is the same Jimmy Kimmel who came on after all the homes burned down and he cried. But now he's got the guy on who oversaw. Anyway, it's just so disgusting how they play this game. But Ron, I'm actually optimistic in some ways. I actually think that if you watch this interview and you watch the other interviews with Gavin Newsom, and we try not to be political, but it does matter considering he's the governor who's seen the destruction of the entertainment industry in Tinseltown. For a century it was there. But my optimism comes from the fact that every time I watch Gavin Newsom interviewed now, it's uncomfortable. Like, I know the script they're supposed to follow, and they know the script they're supposed to follow. It's uncomfortable, and everybody knows it's uncomfortable. And you can feel the discomfort, the tension between Newsom and Kimmel, because even for them, it's just, they know this is probably not going to work. Ron, your thoughts, are you optimistic that this is the end? And maybe Newsom will go run for president, and we'll get somebody else in California who can somewhat bring back the entertainment industry there for them.
I don't know. California is a beautiful state. First of all, I have to say that.
Oh, it's gorgeous.
But it's a wonderful, beautiful, great climate, gorgeous oceans, wonderful coast. There's a lot of beauty in the state, but the homeless population, you have places you go in Los Angeles where you cannot walk down the street without stepping in human excrement. That's wrong. It's disgusting. Same thing with San Francisco. What's happened to the cities in California? It's not run well. It is. I have often said that for the most part, citizens of any population are pretty good. Like almost anywhere in the world, the citizens are generally good. The government's usually not. And I think you see that very well highlighted in California, where you have a government that just can't get it together, and all they want to seem to do is tax and tax and tax and tax the people a lot more, and they don't get a lot out of that. But what I'm seeing specifically with Gavin Newsom is he is trying to be the anti-Trump by becoming a lot more like Trump. Everything, like he's trying to emulate the whole winning, 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 right? Because I mean, that's what Trump does. Trump, you hear it. Trump says, "Oh, we're winning. We're winning." And Gavin Newsom just did the exact same thing in what he listed in California here. He didn't say the word winning, but it's literally the same strategy. This is what California's doing great. We have this going on with the scientists and this and this and this, even though, we don't talk about the one massive industry that's been destroyed in California, which is the entertainment industry. He is trying to he's trying to appeal, ironically, to the exact same demographic that say that are like the anti-Trump people, by being like Trump for those people. At least that's my perception. Maybe I'm wrong, but that's what I'm seeing. But it is very clear where his aspirations lie. I just hope that people don't let him forget that he's the one that kept Disneyland closed for 2 years while he would go out to special restaurants and go get his hair cut by special people and do all of the things that he ordered Californians not to do, that he would do them during that time period. I hope people remember that about Gavin Newsom.
Culture, as we get ready to wrap, your thoughts on just how badly Newsom has destroyed the entertainment industry. We're down from like 96% usage of the film studios and the sound stages to something like 50%. And that happened in 4 years.
Yeah, no, it fell more than 50%. But right now, you're under 50% of. It's not just films; it's television starts. Film starts, television starts are both down across the board, which means they're going elsewhere to do this. They're spending money elsewhere. So the taxes he's reaching for, trying to extract from the few productive people anywhere in his state, is going to be lessened. In fact, they're in a huge deficit. Everything about what's happening in California is about this man's policies, or the policies he signs into law. So he obviously favors a high tax, high spend society, which leads to a lot less liberty. And California had the most liberty of any state, if I remember correctly, in the Ronald Reagan years. Now, before he became even president, he led a lot of charges in that state to make sure that it was more free than most anywhere else. And he also led the charge into Hollywood being a mainstay in what we call the economy. I can't say that anymore. I really can't. As we work into a studio system that was almost gutted by a streaming empire that doesn't want things to go into theaters, that doesn't support the superstructure that's surrounding theaters, like the malls and the other venues like restaurants and places like that. If you ever wonder why our infrastructure when it comes to the economy is collapsing, it's because of this short-term thinking. And California is the result of short-term thinking. Whether or not you believe that or not, the Palisades fire was a result of short-term thinking. And the follow-up or lack of follow-up is what gave us the actual resurgence of the fires that ended up claiming, I don't know, thousands of homes and, homes outside of the Palisades area, including Malibu. And again, these are areas that I recall with a lot of love because I spent a lot of my youth in that particular part of California. Southern California was kind of home base for me. And I weep for what we lost and the things we nearly lost. And look.
Well, Culture, to give you an idea.
Yeah.
16,000 structures.
Yeah.
16,000
Yeah.
structures burned down in the 2025
How many
Angeles
of those
arson fires. And now he wants, so 16,000 houses burned down, but he wants the White House.
But let me interrupt you. How many of those have been rebuilt?
2 was the last number I heard.
And what was the amount of land grab California was trying to make because people can't build under the current codes and everything else attached to his governance?
Thousands of acres was the last I heard.
Yeah. And this is disappointing. It's sad. And it's a result of terrible ideas, terrible policies, and, well, terrible management, ultimately, including constructing $30 billion worth of, wait, no, he didn't actually build it. He took $30 billion worth of money and didn't build a high-speed rail system. There are so many other disappointments in California. This guy is basically in charge of all of them. So his aspirations will likely just remain there. If anybody who's rational actually makes it to the polls, this guy, as one of the 7 dwarfs were likely to be offered up, is not going to qualify for anything but dopey.
But you know the good news, Culture.
Pregnant pause.
Culture, 16,000 structures destroyed, right?
Oh, yeah.
According to Billie Eilish.
Ooh.
Every single one of them on stolen land. And that's a wrap, ladies and gentlemen. We are done for now, but don't worry. Do not fret. Not yet, for more content is still coming your way 4 times a day right here on the Pro Channel. What a joy it has been to share our time with you. We hope you feel the same. Adding value to your every single day is our job here, and we take it very seriously. Folks, the only thing we ask in return is that you consider clicking that like button. Share, subscribe, click it. Stick it to those algorithms. It's the notification bell. And drop a comment right on down below. And folks, if you'd like to subscribe to our partner YouTube channels, That Park Place, That Pod Place, That Game Place, and some of those radio stations like Vacation Radio, well, we certainly would appreciate it. Until the next time we have the honor of spending time and being invited into your day, folks, we go on our way saying this: keep learning, keep growing, and as always, keep having fun.